Science fiction television shows have traditionally gotten a bum deal. In order to have enough shelf space for complicated science fiction concepts in each episode, traditional storytelling tools often fall to the wayside, or in some cases, are completely left out. Character depth, internal struggles, and strong motivations are usually traded in for laser pistols and warp drives. It happened in Sliders, Stargate, Deep Space Nine, and countless other shows. The problem is, if your audience isn't investing in your characters, then the show runs out of gas that much faster. That's why mainstream audiences can't get into a lot of sci-fi. The sci-fi ends up being the only thing carrying the show, and well, that doesn't really cut it. So when I first heard about Sci-Fi's latest original series, Warehouse 13, you can imagine I wasn't very excited. The concept was certainly interesting, and I felt the storyline left a lot of room for goodies that make sci-fi really shine. But with all stories, when it comes down to it, there's only one thing that I care about most: characters. And if they don't feel real, the show immediately falls apart. Warehouse 13 is about a couple of Secret Service agents who work at a top-secret location called Warehouse 13. The warehouse is essentially a repository to neutralize and store dangerous artifacts. Each episode, the characters ferret out the location of an artifact, and then they attempt to retrieve it. These artifacts often have magical abilities attributed to them, and they tend to cause all sorts of mischief. It took a very long, boring day for me to finally cave and give Warehouse 13 a shot. Right off the bat, there were a couple of things about the show that intrigued me. First and foremost, Warehouse 13 asks you to throw plausibility completely out the window. It climbs up onto a soapbox and broadcasts very clearly that what you're seeing may not make sense. And that's okay. This is rarely done, and many times it's not even possible to pull off. Asking your audience to not find plausibility in any of the artifacts or central plot points of your show is quite a hefty request. But it not only works in Warehouse 13, it works very well. But that is not what makes the show really shine. Warehouse 13 excels not because of its science fiction elements or because of its special effects. And the mysteries that the heroes have to solve in order to find the artifacts are pretty cool, but they're not exactly Sherlock Holmes. Warehouse 13 shines because of its characters. Pete, Micah, and Artie make the show a pleasure to watch. They're quirky, they're interesting, and most importantly, they feel real. Each one of the characters exhibits a wide range of emotions throughout the series, including excitement. When's the last time you saw a character get excited on television? In an era of explosive budgets with impending doom plots, you rarely see anybody get excited with joy anymore. It gives the show a refreshing feeling. This is why Warehouse 13 gets my recommendation. It's not only unique in the fact that it's a sci-fi show where the characters are the vehicle that drive the story, it's a really good time all around.
I made cookies.
Ooh.
Yeah, come on.
Why are you grinning?
But don't you think the stuff is kind of cool? But